Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cosmic Cassie. It's late at night. I wasn't really planning on doing a reading right now. I sat down and I just felt the need to do it. I was being guided toward it, so here I am. I didn't really know what sign I needed to do since this is an ad hoc reading, but I was guided to do it for Virgos, which I just, I think, uploaded a reading yesterday for Virgos that was quite lengthy. So we're back again, so there might be some additional messages, a different story, things like that. So I don't know if this is going to go into being another, 2-hour reading. I guess we'll see and find out. Let's go ahead and get into it. These were the cards that I was drawn to grab. And as soon as I grabbed them, that's when I got the guidance to do another reading for Virgo. So let's see what comes out here. I haven't used these cards in a while, so I'm kind of interested to see what energy is locked away in here, what messages are wanting to come out. I already cleared the space. I already asked for my intentions and everything like that. So we're all set and ready to go. So let's see what we got for Virgos. What messages do we have for Virgos? What do we need to talk to Virgos about? What do we need to talk to Virgo about? What messages do we have for Virgo? Okay. We've got Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. So we'll start off with those and start clarifying here. I'm feeling guided to do one more, so we'll pull one more extra card here. So let's see what comes out. What do we have for Virgo? What messages do we have for Virgo? Messages do we have for Virgos? Okay. So one obviously flipped out and one flipped over. And I'm hearing take this. So I'll go ahead and take it. We'll go through each of these and I'll try to make sure I'm getting them in view here so you guys are actually seeing it. Let's see if I can do it now. I feel like that might cut it out a little bit. Sorry to be playing with this right now, guys. I really want to make sure that you're able to see the cards. So we'll see how well that works. You can see most of them, which is good enough for me. Don't know about you guys. Maybe I can move this over some. There we go. That helps a little bit. Sorry to be messing with that right now. That'll do. Okay? That'll do, right? So Queen of Swords, let's go ahead and clarify. Let me just run through these really quick and let you know the energies that I am picking up off of these immediately. I feel like this Queen of Swords is in a really peaceful space of cutting away anything in their life that just doesn't serve them. There's no anxiety, there's no fear attached to this, and they're being guided towards this because if you're looking at the card, her hair, her shorts, her shirt, they're all different color, but they have the pattern of like the galaxy, like it's like stars kind of. I don't know if that's going to clarify or like show up enough for you to see that, but it's like they're resting in their divine connection, their divine energy. They're highly connected to source, to ancestor, angel, spirit, whatever it is that you call it here. But they're fully connected, but they're also protected, because the clothing and the hair, it's all a means to protect their body, to protect their mind, to protect their energy, right? So they're not just walking through the world naked and exposed and vulnerable. It's like Source is protecting this person. They're shielding them, they're clothing them, they're bringing them to a peaceful and comfortable space, where this person feels warmth. They just feel like this, I almost said abundance, but like a peace, okay? And I do feel like this person represents, with the traditional Queen of Swords usually represents, as far as their backstory, I feel that this person, looking at like the black waves here in the back, this person has been through trials, tribulations, heartbreak, pain, and it's almost like this, it looks, and it's funny because with these cards, sometimes I think I accidentally stain them, or like they got touched with dirty hands or something because of some of the patterns, and this is one of those, and it's almost like it looks like someone touched it with like blood, like smeared blood or something like that. It's very faint, but it's like I always mistook that for like it being touched with something red, and it's like that's the pain that this Queen of Swords has gone through. That's the challenges, the betrayals, the hardships, the obstacles, everything that this Queen of Swords has been through but also come out of. But I don't feel that she's bitter. I don't feel that, at least she's not bitter anymore. She's not withdrawn anymore. She's not isolated. She's not detached. She's not cold. She is inaccessible, though, to certain energies, because the energy I'm feeling from this and what I'm seeing here is like Spirit is really just putting this person in like this beautiful, mysterious room that only enlightened and productive, happy, joyful, high vibrational energies can enter to even look at her, let alone speak to her. Anything that could possibly disrupt, disturb, harm, isolate, confuse, manipulate, any of those like lower energies, Spirit's literally making this person just disappear from that person's eyes. They can't find her. Those people, those situations. It's like I'm just getting so much protection. So much protection coming from this. And a part of that protection is using that sword to not even entertain or allow energies that could possibly disrupt this current energy that this Queen of Swords is sitting in. Cut it right off. It's the ability to shamelessly, without hesitation, leave behind, cut out, decipher, threaten anything that comes near this Queen of Swords with nothing but positive, high vibrational energy here. And this Queen of Swords is absolutely at peace with being hidden away. This Queen of Swords is absolutely at peace with clearly seeing everything around her and having the courage, the confidence, the willpower to cut it off if it's not serving her for the highest good, for the highest purpose here. So it's starting off very beautiful, and because this is your first card out, it's like this is your energy right now, is this beautiful Queen of Swords. I'm not getting like the typical, just being a hard ass and, direct, blunt, straightforward. It's like, yes, you have the ability to do that, but this is like the softer side of the Queen of Swords, where she understands I no longer have to come off abrupt. I don't have to come off cold or detached to protect myself, to find peace, to get the truth. This Queen of Swords is highly connected to source energy, to her angels, her spirits, her guides. They're so connected and protected that they don't need to portray any of those energies because they can clearly see everything just by being in this like invisible cloak that the universe has put over them. It's beautiful, beautiful energy that I'm getting from that. Absolutely beautiful energy. It just brings a smile to my face because it's beautiful, it's abundant, it feels at peace, but it's like this peace of mind, this clarity, this understanding, this trust, this realizations. I'm like, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing so many towers literally just crumbling and falling. It's like a domino effect of towers that I'm seeing, and they're just falling and falling and falling. But this Queen of Swords is standing there watching these towers fall with like the most calm and trustful smile on her face, knowing that this is what needs to happen. This feels good even though it doesn't feel good. She's so at peace with all of these towers falling, and she's untouched and unfazed by it. She's finally just allowing everything around her to truly crumble to the ground. And I see like angels or like high vibrational energies just surrounding her, almost as if like she's leading the war and they're behind her in this war. They are her army. She has this like magnificent army of high vibrational energies, and it's like they're all behind her. And even though she can't see them with the naked eye, she feels them. She knows that they are there for her. She knows that as she's watching these crumbling towers, all these foundations just falling away, the world is like, looks like it's about to go through an apocalypse or something. She is standing there strong in her power, and she's not budging an inch to prevent anything that is happening right now, because she knows this is everything that needs to occur. It's occurring for her best and highest good, and she has so much support, and it's support on a level that is like undeniably untouchable. That's like the vision that I'm getting with that card. It's beautiful energy, Virgo. Absolutely beautiful energy. So some of you could definitely be feeling just this, okay, you're going through a difficulty, you're having all these obstacles and burdens and challenges. I choose to no longer involve myself in that. If that's what you need to do, then go do it. Oh, you don't want to be there for me, you don't want to give me the love I deserve, or speak with me in the way that is correct. It's okay. It's okay. I will sit here and let you go. Okay? I will not converse with you if you don't know how to converse with me properly. I will not do this. It's just this energy of like, you're not even walking away, Virgo. It's like you're not even walking away, and that's the hilarious part. It's like, before in the past, you had to find the courage and the strength to walk away. But in this energy, I'm going to let everyone else choose if they want to sit silently and watch me rise, or if they want to walk out the door so they don't have to see it. But either way, I will get the respect I deserve. I will get the love that I deserve. I will get the communication I deserve. I will get the opportunity I deserve. But I'm not leaving the room for the sake of you. Either you're leaving, or you're staying and giving me what I deserve, or you're going to sit here and watch me get what I deserve. That's the energy I'm getting here. It feels like a strong Queen of Wands energy, but because you're so capable of seeing things in this clear, logical, precise way, it's like it's more of the Queen of Swords, just how you're handling the situation, but your confidence is shining through this beautiful like Queen of Wands energy. But your reaction is like the Empress. Like, I refuse to take my crown off, to remove myself from my stage. Like, I refuse to move out of the way for you. It's time for everyone else to move around me. It's this, I'm going to move on because I feel like I'm sticking too long on it and we're not even like clarifying it. But it's the vision, the energy, the card itself. Like, it's this beautiful, amazing energy that I'm definitely getting here. Wow, Virgo. Wow. I love it. It feels really good. This is someone who absolutely knows their worth and they will not accept anything less. It's beautiful. And Spirit is 100,000,000% behind this person. Like, go ahead. Let those towers fall. They're meant to fall. Let them fall. Go ahead. Excuse me. Second card out is the Ace of Wands. And I feel from this card, and even looking at it, just to show you guys, there is a snake right here on the bottom, and then you have the wand above it, and then you have it like spouting out, these lines here, okay? As soon as I saw this card, what came to mind was any negative, lower energies that are around you, whether it be people, situations, even your own energy, your own, lower or negative kind of feelings or thoughts, behaviors, patterns, things like that. It's like you're getting, I don't want this to sound harsh, but I'm going to say it how it is. It's like you're getting the energy, the opportunity, and the ability, the tool to step on any of that lower energy. It's like, because to me, it's like this, and I've never gotten it with this card before, but it's like the wand is not just over the snake. It's almost like the wand is resting on the snake. And it's like pinning the snake to the ground. Like, nope, you're not going anywhere. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. I'm crushing you. I'm stepping on you. I'm standing on you. And then at the top of the wand, it's like using the energy of the snake to project new, not just new energy, but like new opportunities, new skills, new advantages, things like that. So to put it into real world terms, it's almost like if you have someone gossiping about you, and I'm not saying this like this is what I'm picking up on, but just to give an example of this, like in a real world term, how I'm feeling this kind of energy here. If someone's gossiping about you, instead of reacting to it, it's almost like whatever they're saying, you're actually using that to benefit you in some way. You're using whatever they're saying to create an opportunity for you in some way. This is an energy of finding a way to, like, anything negative or low vibrational that's around you, near you, comes at you, it's actually supporting you in creating opportunities and benefiting from the situation. And I can't explain exactly how, and maybe that'll come out more when we clarify, but I feel like it's like you're using that as a stepping stone towards your success, actually. Like anything negative coming towards you that's meant to tear you down, that's like the intention is to tear you down with it. It's actually creating these stepping stones for you to keep building on, because it keeps taking you higher. It's like, oh, that's another new opportunity for me. Oh, that's another new benefit over here. Oh, that's another new idea. Like, all of this negative energy that could be coming towards you or has come towards you is now suddenly the stairs you always needed to get to the end goal, the dream goal here, right? So it's very interesting how I'm feeling that energy. It's weird. And snakes can also represent transformation because how they shed their skin. But it's like you're transforming negative energies, and like you're transcending them. You're transcending negative vibrations, low energies. You're transcending them, and that's why it's creating opportunities and benefits for you. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I was like having a hard time really articulating what I felt from it. That's the key word that I needed there. And it's like the snake is any low energy, any negativity coming towards you being sent your way, because it's almost like snakes are being sent your way, but you're like picking the snake up and transforming it by transcending that negativity. You're allowing it to go straight through you and into the universe, and the universe is bringing it back to you with opportunity, with more wealth, more abundance, more ideas, more creativity. And the people sending it to you, I literally am getting this reading is giving me a lot of visions in my third eye here as I'm going through these, but I'm literally seeing a situation where someone's like telling their boss, like, oh, this person does XYZ, like this person actually smokes weed, like they actually are a bad employee because they smoke weed. Like they're telling the boss that to get you in trouble, and then next thing you know, the boss is hitting you up, after work or at work in the parking lot, lunchtime, he's catching you somewhere, and it's like, hey, I heard. Not even I heard. I don't even think that when this is getting sent to you, you're realizing that it's someone sending negativity towards you, because it just comes to you in a positive way, because you're so high vibrational right now and protected. It's just all of it's being transcended. But it's like your manager sitting next to you for lunch, and next thing you know, they're inviting you out. You guys go out, you find out, hey, they smoke too, and you end up smoking together, and then it leads to a different kind of bond with your manager, and next thing you know, you're getting a promotion because you guys are getting in so well, or you're getting all this gossip and beef and inside info on everyone else, and it's like it's like this person is looking like, how the fuck? Like they should have been fired by now. Like, how the fuck did they get a promotion? Why is this not working? And this doesn't have to be work related at all, but that's the vision I'm getting, is this person's face just like totally perplexed, like, how the fuck how did that benefit them? How are they here? I was trying to get them here. How'd they get there? What is happening? And so it could be the same person over and over trying to send negativity your way, but it's like you have no idea they're sending it to you, because Spirit is really protecting and sheltering and empowering you. They're standing behind you. Like, when that's your army and you're going to war, anyone coming at you better get out the way. I don't recommend going to war with someone that has high vibrational energies as their army, okay? Like, that's just not smart. But I don't think this person knows it. If they don't know it yet, they gonna realize it, okay? The third card here is the Magician. And what I get from the Magician is it's like these energies are being pretty consistent so far here. What I'm getting from the Magician is literally you are at such a high vibrational energy, and you are so protected and divine and connected right now that it's like everything around you just comes together for you. Whether it's chaos, whether it's a tornado, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's a whirlpool, it doesn't matter what crazy energy is around you. It doesn't matter what kind of people you have around you, what your home life is, what your work life is, your situation, your relationships. It doesn't matter how crazy, imbalanced, chaotic, relentless these energies are. Anything that comes at you, it has a way of like just falling into this peaceful, rhythmic flow of divine and being transcended and then transmuted and into this like just lovingly balanced and alchemic like energy. I wish I could describe it better, and I hope that the way I'm describing it makes sense, because I'm feeling it more than I'm able to actually say what it is. It's like this mysterious gravity around you, and anything that gets caught in that gravitational pull, it becomes pure, it becomes higher vibrational, it becomes abundant. It's like you have this, I'm having a hard time trying to explain this, but I'm trying to explain it the same way it's coming to me. And it's effortless, Virgo. It's effortless on your end. There's no effort being put into this, because once you are at a certain level and once you're protected and you're this connected, some things become effortless because it just comes with that territory. And I feel, and what I'm getting is like, a lot of you have worked so hard to get to this place of peace, of abundance, acceptance, truth, flow. Not all of you have always been here, but the energy I'm getting with this is the Virgos that this is resonating for, that are watching this. You have worked so damn hard and long to get here, because to get here is not an easy place to get to. Otherwise, everyone would be here. This is like my last reading that I uploaded. Again, it was like yesterday or Friday maybe. I was saying how the Virgos needed to level up because they weren't able to like close a cycle out because of what they were doing. Okay, it was like just jumping right in with both feet into these passionate energies and situations, and it was disrupting everything in their lives because they weren't using their mind to think about it. So this is a completely different Virgo from that Virgo. So if you watched the last reading and it resonated, this reading will not resonate for you. Okay, if you watched the last one and it did not resonate for you, this one might be for you, because this is a totally different Virgo collective that I'm tapping into here. This is a Virgo that has gone through their cycles. They have gone through their challenges. They've learned their lessons. They've made their mistakes. They've repeated cycles. They've had heartbreak. Quite literally, that Queen of Swords storyline. You have been through hell and back. You have dealt with like just amazing people and terrible people. But you have worked and worked and worked and not given up. You've gone through the pain. You've accepted the challenges. You've passed the tests. And now you're at this level, okay? And this level is almost a level of, I've completed my karma. What now? You've completed your karma. What now? Once you've completed your karma, this is that energy. Like, and it's not only that you completed it, but it's like, do I want to say that? I might wait till we clarify to say this, but it's definitely the energy I'm getting. I'll wait to clarify these before I say this and label it that way. But this is the energy of a Virgo who is in their full power. They're highly intuitive. They're embracing their spiritual abilities, their gifts. They're giving just as much as they're receiving. They're in this balanced, beautifully spiritual energy. They stand in their truth. They don't hide who they are. They know who they are. They understand like their ego and how to control it in the way of not allowing it to lead them through this life. This Virgo is allowing spirit to truly guide and take them where they need to be, when they need to be, who lives they need to be, and who lives they need to be out of. Like this Virgo, at the drop of a dime, they get direction from spirit. They follow it without hesitation, without questioning it. Even if it might feel a little uncomfortable, they don't care. Because if spirit's guiding them that way, they know it's for their highest and best good, okay? That's what this Virgo's doing. This Virgo does not act irrational, impulsive, unanalytically. This Virgo knows how to be in a flow state with spirit, and also to use logic, intuition, and emotion in a very balanced, synchronistic way here. And that's the energy I'm getting with this magician. It's like, it doesn't matter what comes at you. As soon as it gets to you, you're at a level, you're at a state, you're at a spiritual understanding where it's like, I have no fear and worry with the world because I know I'm protected. I know that I can challenge and face anything. And I also know that I am always going to be guided in the right place because I can hear spirit talk to me. I can feel my intuition, and it's high, it's powerful. I accept my ability, my magical source energy within me, like, and I follow it, I embrace it. So they're always going to have like this, I just keep getting like a gravitational pull around them where anything that gets trapped in it, and it's not even trapped, it's almost like, man, if you can reach Virgo's gravitational pull, you are one lucky person, because even if this is a low vibrational energy that somehow gets into that pull, Virgo's like immediately transforming this person without even having to talk to them, just by their energy alone. Okay, this is like true healing of self, healing of others, kind of energy, but it's becoming more and more effortless to do that, and it's not draining your own energy, it's not depleting or taking away from you anymore, because of your own understanding of alchemy and how it works and how spirit is involved. And like the ones that resonate with this, like, you'll know what I'm saying, but it's almost like you're reading between the lines of the world, not of people, but of the world. You understand the depth as well as the surface of how the universe operates, how karma is created and erased, how healing has to happen but also has to be given. It's pretty intense, it's pretty powerful. It's like this, definitely this higher level of like esoteric knowledge in that sense. It's very powerful. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My daughter woke up. So we'll move away from the magician. We're already at 30 minutes and I haven't even started clarifying these. But man, when those messages come through, they come through, and I gotta just say them how I get them, okay? Someone was supposed to meant to hear it. Next one up, we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, it's like, I know the traditional meaning is all about, you know, it could be stalking, it could be learning new information, it could be social media, things like that. I'm getting a very different energy. The energy that I'm getting from this Page of Swords, and if you see the card, you'll know kind of more what I mean when I describe this energy. But if you see, he's like enveloped in this kind of black black tunnel that's kind of forming around him, okay? So what I'm getting here is a couple things. The first thing was, this is kind of, and just so you know, in this deck of cards, the black swooshes and stuff like that, that's not like meant to be negative or anything. That is actually how they symbolize the swords, the air energy. Okay, it's in the Magician, it's also in the Queen of Swords. That's how they're showing air energy here. So it's not like it's like, oh, that's darkness caving in on them. No, it's not that. It's just the illustration of the cards. With the Page of Swords, what I'm getting here is like, you are receiving new information, higher level information, and it's kind of a little bit what I touched on with this Magician energy here. It's like there's different levels of connection to spirit, of understanding, and you have to gradually, build on knowledge that you have to ultimately get to where you're trying to go, right? You don't just like get the knowledge. It's just like school. You start off in preschool, you learn the basics, and you build on those foundational basics here. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this card, is that you're able to focus more on downloading, understanding, receiving, decoding that higher level knowledge and understanding that spirit is giving you. And some of you, it's not even being given to you, but you do have access to it. So it's almost like you're tapping into it without even totally like trying to. Like, your purpose is not to tap into it, but you could like if you meditate, all of a sudden when you do your meditations, you're having these visions, you're having these new level of understandings, you're seeing into the future, or you're seeing faces that you end up meeting later. It's like, but I've always meditated this way and I've never changed it up. I haven't done anything differently. Some of you, you're not even trying to gain new information, but that's your way of knowing you're leveling up, is because you could do the same spiritual practices, mindful practices, and somehow you're getting deeper or more intense, more clear, more truthful is not the word I want to use here, but it's the only one that's coming to my mind. But it's like the information you're getting is more accurate. Like you see the accuracy in it more than you used to. So that's the energy I'm getting with this Page of Swords here. Is like some of you are going for the knowledge. Most of you are just tapping into it without even making a conscious effort to attain that. It's like, I'm not going in practicing meditation because I want to get this kind of information from it. It's like, nope, I'm just practicing meditation because it's good for me. It's good mindful practice. And then all of a sudden you're getting all this new information. So it's almost like you're not shocked or surprised, I feel like, for some of you, but you're definitely realizing your spiritual abilities are growing, or you're gaining new ones. The information you're receiving is a higher level. It's coming to you easier. You're understanding it more clearly. Things like that is what I'm getting with the Page of Swords energy here. So it is heavily based around you, like, kind of learning and receiving new information, but it's more on, for most of you, that was never your goal, your target, your aim. It's just like you're realizing that you're able to have like a new door opened for you. You now have access to a new library of all these things, and that information is like just coming to you without you even trying to get it. Okay. Next up, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is Knight of Cups here. The energy with the Knight of Cups that I get here is, the first thing that I want to point out is there's two birds flying through, and he's holding up a cup of fish. And I don't know, and maybe this message will help me, or like it'll come more clear to me when I clarify, but the very first message I got was like offering this fish to the birds that are flying by. Like that's why he's holding his cup of fish up, because he wants to offer it to these birds that are flying by. So if I go into that and decipher it more, keeping in mind, like in the background you have your moon, but it's almost like it's eclipsing. So that's all about like transformation, inner knowledge, a deeper, mysterious like uncovering of something here. Okay, so with the birds and the fish, what I'm getting is like is this with this is why I love clarifying, because it helps me like pinpoint, because I could get a couple different messages here. But the main energy that I'm getting from the Nine of Cups is it's not a 3D love. It is, but it's not. So it's almost like you're this bird, okay? You're operating on this higher level of spirituality, of understanding, of knowledge, of your abilities, of your flow state. You know, it's just supporting these energies that you're in with the Queen of Swords and the Magician, even like the Ace of Wands here. So you're like these birds that are flying by in the background. Like this is where you're at. This is the level you're at. You're like this bird discovering things. Like you're truly connected. You're in it with spirit here. And the Knight holding up the cup is almost like everything on the 3D. It could be lovers, it could be jobs, it could be family, conversations, ideas, people coming towards you asking for things, or things like that. But it's almost like the Knight is representing the 3D, and the cup is like trying to offer a divine spiritual bird fish. Like that's what's in the cup is fish, and it's like this world is trying to offer you things that you no longer are seeking, that you no longer have a purpose for. Now don't get me wrong, we all still need to maintain and balance out our 3D lives. That is a part of the human experience, and it's a part of the reason we're here. But this is like if a romantic partner came in with a flashy car, expensive clothes, jewelry, and that's what they could offer you, nothing more. There was no depth to them. There was no deeper spirituality or meaning or understanding to them. All they could offer you were very 3D level materialistic things. That no longer fulfills you. If it ever did, it no longer does. So you're seeking answers. You're seeking higher levels of truth, of understanding. You're seeking the mysteries of the world, of the universe, of yourself, of others. You're seeking so much more, and it would actually stagnate you and hold you back by being with a 3D energy that could only offer you a fish in a cup. You no longer find true fulfillment in things that cannot align with your new vibration, with your new energy, with your new understanding. So some of you may be finding it difficult to continue with the lives you hold and to transition through, your relationships at this point, because they're no longer fulfilling you. They're no longer giving you what they used to. You're not happy with them anymore. You're all of a sudden seeing them not in a negative light, in a new light, in a different light. You're perceiving things you've never perceived before as this new information has access for you, and you're accessing it whether you try to or not. You're beginning to perceive everything and everyone around you in a much different way, and it's creating this dissatisfaction. That moon I mentioned is like the eclipse. I feel like you are eclipsing right now within yourself. You are having like an eclipse moment where you're truly in the midst of the transition of like hidden mysteries within yourself. How are you connected to divine? It's like a mystery like that, like bridging the gap between the self and the collective. It's like, I hope I'm explaining that correctly. And that's kind of what this river is representing for me here, is that flow. The water connects everything. Water connects everyone. We all need it to survive. It touches every piece of land that exists in the earth, on the earth. And every species, anything that exists in this world, even plants, it doesn't matter what realm or dimension they're on, anything that exists on our world is connected by water. But birds are connected to nothing. As in, when you have an animal with wings, it can go off where no one else can go. It can see things from a perspective that no one else can see. It can access places that other people could never access because they have the wings to fly. They have the wings to come off of the world and be at a higher level, right? And so I feel like that's your eclipse moment here. And I think there's a lot of things in the 3D that are still trying to pull you back down, that are trying to offer you the same things or even like the same thing but better. It's almost like a temptation here, but it's like you're like a bird though. You're soaring, you're exploring, you finally have found your wings again. And although you're still connected by the water, you're still connected to everything, you're also very disconnected because you have those wings. I hope I'm saying that as best as I can articulate it. It's very beautiful. It's very powerful, insightful, transformative understanding. Even if you don't have an understanding of it yet, the fact that you have the wings and you're seeking that truth, that understanding is pretty big. It's pretty important. The final card we have here is the Page of Cups. I'll show you the card. That's the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups energy, the very first thing that I'm noticing is like this sliver of a moon in the background. It's almost like even beyond a waning, but what I'm getting from it is like it's almost like the same river that we see in this Knight of Cups. It's the same moon, but now it's at a point where the eclipse is almost over. The moon is essentially fully eclipsed here. There's only a sliver left. There's only a small amount of time left before that moon is fully eclipsed, and you have completed the entire transformation into this new level, into this new being, this new state, where everything like this is very effortless for you. And it's almost like when I say a new level, it means I will not be under that level anymore. Yes, you can always fall backwards, but this is like, if you continue moving in the direction that you're moving in, once you reach this level fully, everything under it that you had to learn and practice and put effort into now becomes effortless, because now you're investing your energy into getting to the next level, to learning new things. you've learned all of this. This is now effortless for you because you've been through it. You've learned it. You've succumbed it, right? So that's the first thing that I'm noticing with this Page of Cups is like that transformation is essentially completed. It's very, very close, like days away from being just fully transformed. And now you see someone sitting at the river, and it's almost like they're filling their cup with the water from the river versus offering something that lives in the river, aka the fish, okay? The difference here is the Page of Cups is, it's almost an energy, and the message I'm getting here is like, I don't want to accept the fish. I don't want to stop soaring and flying and having my understanding. I don't want to be tempted to come back down into things like fish and cups. Like that's no longer what fulfills me. It's no longer what I'm interested in. So I succumb to this temptation. But now that I have fully transformed and I'm on this new level, I see things different. That doesn't mean I abandon the collective, the whole, everything I'm connected to. Because if you remember, that river is what connects everything that exists in this world. So now it's like this woman is sitting beside the river, almost pouring her cup into it as well as filling her cup with it. And so there's this balance of, I want to share my energy, my understanding, my high vibrational love and energy and light into the world, into anyone that's willing to take it and drink it, so that I can help others also get to where they're at, to where I'm at. But at the same time, I understand that I need to stay connected because I do live on the world. I do need the water the same way everyone else needs the water. Like I said, even the birds still need the water. They still have to come down and drink from the water. But it's like this energy of, I will not only take from the water, but I will also give to the water. And with the Knight of Cups, this knight, he's only taking from the water. And he's not just taking the water, he's taking the fish out of the water. So he's disrupting the balance. He's disrupting life just to get what he wants, which is that bird. Trying to tempt the bird to come down. He's trying to recapture that bird and not allow it to leave. But the way he's going about it is not just filling his cup with water and offering it. He's actually taking something from the water. So I won't take too much time to like break that down. If you get it, you get it, and you know what I'm saying. If you don't, this might not be your reading. It could be your reading, but just rewatch it and you'll get what I'm saying. But she is not taking anything from the water. She is leaving it undisturbed, uninterrupted, only taking what she needs, but also giving back to it. Okay? And that's like how you're ending it is, you're starting off in this beautiful Queen of Swords energy, and you're ending it after this full transformation into this new level. And the end is like a divine understanding of balance of life, of what to give, what to take, when to give, when to take, how not to disrupt everything by taking. Okay, so let's clarify these. This is beautiful, amazingly beautiful energy, and this is beautiful energy for any Virgo that is going through this. This this very deep understanding and knowledge, and it's beautiful energy. Let me make sure I got those right. Oh, excuse me, guys. Like I said, it's late, and I was not expecting to do this, and I was kind of guided to do it, so here we are. So we're going to finish it out. Clarify the Queen of Swords. What is the Queen of Swords? Clarify the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Oops. Look at that. I got a flyer. Sorry, guys. Okay. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, we have the Hanged One. So what that lets me know is, if you're remembering like how I clarified the Queen of Swords, that energy she's in, where she's like really protected, really connected, things like that, but not like isolating herself, not being like cold and abrupt with people, but just more of a very accepting kind of energy here. The Hanged One, for me, what I'm getting is you're beginning to see things in a completely new way, and that's why in that vision that I had with this Queen of Swords card was you standing there as the Queen of Swords and watching all these towers fall. That is very much the Hanged One energy. You're understanding to not fight, save, or react when towers are falling around you, because ultimately they're meant for your highest and best good, and you're learning to just allow them to fall, see it for what it is, allow it to fall, and stand in your truth, stand in your courage and your strength here, and try not to rush in and save it or prevent it or heal it. It's like, let it fall. So not only are you getting a new perspective, but you're also taking more time to decide if it's something worth your energy or not. It's like, I'm no longer rushing. I'm not on anyone else's time but my own. I will move forward. I will act. I will speak. I will give when it is appropriate for me to do so. And it's appropriate by when I feel like doing it, by when I feel comfortable doing it, by when I have gained clarity for myself before I move forward with something, whether it's to end something, whether it's to begin something. It's like I operate on no one's time. So if you remember, I tapped into like that Empress energy with her, where it's like, I'm not leaving my throne, I'm not leaving the room, I will not dismiss myself, I am dismissing everyone else around me. It is up for them to decide if they want to sit here in my glory and not give me what I want, or if they would like to leave the room instead of watching me get what I want. It's like, that's that Hanged Man energy, is like, I'm not going anywhere. I will do as I please when I please, and you will wait for me. Like, you will wait when I am guided to move forward. It's not, and I want to be clear, it's not this arrogant energy. It's, if spirit is not moving me forward in this direction, and I personally, in my own emotion and heart and mind, don't feel like moving in that direction, you're going to have to wait until one of those things moves me in that direction before I go into it. Like, I'm no longer moving in a direction that I don't feel moved to go into, for the sake of you, for the sake of others, because that's what drains your energy. That's what zaps you. That's what puts you into situations that have that low vibration, that people want to use you and hurt you and abuse you and take advantage and things like that. So it's like, yeah, I'm on my own time, and I see things. I'm waiting to see things all the way clear before I just jump in, before I move, before I extend my energy here. Clarify Ace of Wands. Clarify Ace of Wands. And for anyone curious, this is called the Journey Tarot, and that's part of the reason I probably don't use these cards a whole lot, is because they will take you on a journey. They absolutely will. It's a beautiful journey, but time consuming at that. Isn't that funny? Look at that. Knight of Wands. So what what's coming through to me, so if you remember, I was describing the Ace of Wands as like that energy of anything negative coming towards you. These snakes that are being sent your way, you're actually using them as a benefit to you, as a step up. Like these negative things that are being sent towards you are actually creating stairs for you to reach the top, to reach the goal, to continue your journey. And we have it being clarified by the Knight of Wands. And so it's almost like the same exact feeling here, but the imagery is, this is you holding your wand high to create opportunity, to create experience, adventure, life, benefits, abundance, whatever it is, and to also receive it, right? You're manifesting your future, your present, you're pretty much bringing in and creating whatever you want to create. So it's like these are the exact same, this is how I'm seeing it. So I'm going to try to get you to see it, what I'm seeing here. The exact same cards, but Spirit reinforcing the fact that do not fear the snakes being sent your way, because you are, it's like it's switching the picture out from the snake to you, because it's showing you this is giving you power. You have the power, right? You're holding the wand. You are the power. When these negative energies and people are sending it to you, or you're coming across anything negative, low vibrational, it's creating power for you, because it is a stepping stone. You have found a way to transcend and mute any negativity so that it's actually creating more power for you. And the higher up you go with your vibration and energy, the more effortless this task becomes. Because right now I feel like some of you do have to put conscious effort into like staving off anxiety and fear and like overthinking things. Some of you still are struggling with that a little bit here, and it's because you can feel, you're high enough to feel and know that someone around you is not good for me, or someone is sending negativity my way, someone's doing something that's not good for me. You feel that energy. You may not be able to pinpoint it, but you feel it, and it creates like, oh man, what do I do? How do I find this person? How do I stop it? How do I prevent it? And Spirit's like, no. Don't freak out anymore. There's no need to ever do that, because we're protecting you. We're standing behind you. If you believe and know that Spirit is on your team, there's never any reason for you to fear or have anxiety or overthink anything. Always know that you're being guided through situations, and that you have an army of high vibrational energies supporting you, backing you. So that's just reinforcing that message there. So any of you that feel like there's a lot of negativity around you or being sent your way, just understand, the less overthinking, the less trapped you get in those low vibrational energies and thought patterns and fears, the less you tolerate and play with that energy, and the more you stay high vibrational where you're at. Don't even allow the thought or the realization, even if you feel the inkling that like, oh yeah, they're after me, I know it. I'm not worried about it, because I have an army of high vibrational energies supporting me, standing behind me, challenging anything that comes my way. The more you hold your truth in that and do not allow your vibration to drop, the easier and more effortless it is. That energy comes in, goes right up, gets transmuted, comes back to you with opportunity, with abundance. Because when you're transcending it, you're sending it up to the universe, right? And then transmuting it is, I'm changing the negative energy into positive energy, and then it comes right back to you, but it's positive now. It's like a slingshot, but when you sling it out, it comes back in a new way, because it's positive. It's high energy now instead of low energy. Okay? So that's how you do that. Let's clarify the musician. The magician. Let's clarify the magician. And that is part of that magician energy, just so you guys know. Why is the magician? Oh my gosh, why do I keep calling it musician? Why is the magician here? Maybe you're singing your own song here, Virgo. Why is the magician here? We're at 1 hour. Try to wrap it up here. Strength. I couldn't have said it better. The Magician is your strength. Okay? The interesting thing is, when I was describing the Magician, I was saying how it's almost like it has a gravitational pull. Like there's a gravity around you, and there's this gravitational pull where if someone gets close enough, they get pulled into that gravitation, that gravity that's around you, and it's like you are giving off nothing but healing, enlightened, pure energy. So it's like transforming people that come into your energy, or situations or things, ideas, whatever it is that ends up entering your gravitational pull, it gets transmuted, right? And so that's how I'm seeing the Strength card here, is this lion is coming in, roaring, angry beast, and then he's like settling down and all peaceful. And so the traditional tarot card for Strength is the maiden, the woman, you know, she's got her hand in the mouth of the roaring lion. So it's almost like you're taming anything negative, anything rowdy, anything obstructive, anything that needs to be healed. Now, that does not mean you go seek it, okay? Because you're in your Queen of Swords energy. You don't need to seek anything, first of all, and you definitely don't need to seek to heal people, because the things and the people and the situations that need to be healed will be brought to you. And that's part of being in that Empress energy, which I did pick up some of that energy from the Queen of Swords here. But that is a part of that energy, is I'm not getting up to go heal you. I'm not getting up to go find people that need healing, because that's how I pull from myself. That's how I deplete from my own self. People that need to be healed, that are ready and wanting to be healed, will find me. They will find that beacon of light, because essentially you are like a beacon of light in this kind of energy. So things that want to be healed will naturally be attracted to that beacon of light. So when things that come towards it actually make it in and get to experience your energy, it's like this is what your energy is doing, is like it's transforming them, whether it's an idea, a project, a job, a career, a person, an animal, a child, a relationship. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's in your energy, it's being enhanced. It's being, any low energy with it is being transmuted into this positive, calm, peaceful, pure, trusting energy. Now understand that just because it comes near you and experiences that energy does not mean it will stay that way once your energy has left it. So once it exits the gravitational pull of your energy, does not mean it will stay that way, okay? That is now up for whatever that thing, person was, to maintain that energy, to take the healing and build it on their own, to become self-sufficient with it. And that's what I mean by you don't need to seek anything, and you don't need to make it your troubles and your worry to heal it. That is a part of your healing, is just giving someone the clarity, the time frame of clarity, peace, and healing to see and understand what needs to happen or how this feels, so now they can begin their own journey to remain in that energy or to find it on their own, okay? But you cannot just be like a beacon for everything and anything and hold that beacon strong if nothing ever gets released and you take everything in at the same time. So that is what I'm getting for that one. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Or sorry, not Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Let's clarify Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here? Why is the Page of Swords here? Why is the Page of Swords here? So if you remember with the Page of Swords, the energy that I was getting from that is not even like, most of you are not trying to seek out the information, like higher level esoteric knowledge, things like that, but you're realizing that you have access to it, right? And so those messages and new information is coming in towards you. So first card out to clarify is the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Six of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting with this, Virgo, is that a lot of the new information that you're having access to, a lot of the things that you're beginning to see in a different way, to get more clarity or light on in certain situations, a lot of that is around it's an understanding of your own journey and what created the challenges, the heartbreaks, the nuances, the excitement, the passion, the interest. It's like you're being granted information that is around like true clarity, like no rose-colored glasses, but truly seeing a situation well beyond just that person, those people, yourself. It's like you can look at past, present, and some of you future situations, and you can have a like a bird's eye view. That's a perfect, thank you, Spirit, a bird's eye view of the full situation, which means you not only see that situation happening in the workplace, but it's like you're able to look at it and see that person doing that thing at work, and all of a sudden you see how they live their entire lives when they're on vacation with their family, at home, their relationship, their hobbies. Like it's if you know, you know. It's another one of those things, because I can't break it totally down for someone that doesn't know what I'm saying. So this is meant for the people that know what I'm saying. That new information, that new ability that you're having access to, it's allowing you to look at one situation, at one person, and see the entirety of how it plays out in other situations with other people in other settings in different timelines, whether it's their past, present, or future. So it's quite interesting, but because you are getting that ability, you can actually look back on your own life and look at a situation that maybe was hard for you to heal from, or hard for you to move past, and you've always kind of wondered, like, why was that so hard for me to move past, or why did I have this tie to this person? Like it may have been, you might, because the Virgo, again, I'm talking to, has done their healing, okay? They are healing, but at the same time, there might have been situations, even though you healed from them, you never really had an understanding. Like maybe you didn't get closure, or your questions weren't answered, so you never got like a full understanding of why that happened. Why did it play out that way? Why would they do that? Why would I do that? This new insight and ability allows you to even go into your past and see your specific perception of that situation, whether it's with that person or a situation. You can look into your own past and see it, and it will take you through the timeline of your past to your present to the future of that person, why it happened, even further back in the past, how it built up to that situation. So it's almost like, I don't think there's a word to describe that ability, because you can see beyond timelines that go further back than just you. You can see a timeline that you were never even involved in, or for some of you, like you didn't even have to be born yet, but you're getting the foresight, the insight to see timelines and situations that occurred well beyond your understanding or your meeting of that person. And I don't want you guys to think this is going to be like a movie screenplay out of it. It's more of like an internal understanding of, and they're telling me not to go that far into it, because if you understand what I'm saying, then you will understand how you are receiving it. And I do not need to break it down for you how it's being received. You will understand exactly what I'm saying, and you will be able to decipher and realize, like, this is how it works. It's not like a movie that you're watching of an event, of timelines. You're receiving it in a different way that ends up being similar to a movie. So, but they're telling me, like, you don't need to go into clarifying that, because the person that understands this, you already know how it's being received, right? But that's the new information that you're getting access to. So you might start to realize that you have like this deeper interconnected understanding of situations and people, and you're not sure how, or maybe even you, for some of you, you might doubt, like, there's no way that person used to do that, or there's no way that this person, lives this way or does that with this person, or however you're receiving the information, right? It's like you might doubt your understanding, your clarity about that person, because it is on different timelines, and you're like, that's weird, why would I think that they did that or they do that? It's like, that's your ability developing. That's the access, the information you have access, that's that information coming to you. And the more that you access that information, the more that you allow it to come in, that you embrace it, that you don't force it, you're not seeking it again. And that's part of the reason a lot of you are even getting it like this, is because you're not seeking it. You're realizing it's an ability that you're honing in on, but as long as you don't force it and you don't try to like manipulate it and use it for bad things, obviously that it's just going to keep developing for you. It's going to get more clear, more accurate. You're going to understand it, how to read it, decipher it better, so that it is more accurate, right? And it'll help you not just heal yourself, but it'll help you heal other people, because the more you develop it, you're going to be able to use this understanding of like events and timelines beyond just yourself. You can hear someone else's situation and be able to break it down for them, why it occurred, and give them a new understanding, a new perspective of that situation that allows them to heal from it. You're able to jump into other people's experiences and look at those timelines of people you've never even met or heard of or anything before. And it's allowing you to heal others, not just yourself, but to heal other people and to raise them from situations and experiences that they were stuck in because they just couldn't understand it, they couldn't forgive it, they couldn't come to peace with it, things like that. This is a really huge one. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then let's move on to the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Oops. We have it clarified by the High Priestess. Go figure. I'll show you the High Priestess card. Okay. And if you see, there is a pomegranate down there. And then I want you guys to take notice of this moon. Okay. So the interesting thing about the High Priestess, clarifying the Knight of Cups, if you remember, there's that eclipse that I talked about in the Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess's hair is the same colors. It's half black, half white. Okay, so that's like the balance of those energies. That is like the transformation, the balance of that transformation of the light and the dark here. And what I'm getting for why this is here to clarify the Knight of Cups is because it's further, because it is like she's standing on the moon. She's sitting in the moon, okay? Black and white hair, fully eclipsed. Her shirt is a galaxy. This is that bird energy that we talked about in the Knight of Cups, where you're no longer bound to the earth. You're no longer bound to the 3D. Your understanding, your perception, your abilities, your knowledge, your connection, everything is much higher. Now you're still connected to everything on the earth through that river, but you're able to detach. You're able to see beyond the here and now, and that's the High Priestess clarifying that for you. There are 2 birds in the Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess number is 2. So it's like the immediate message I'm getting with that is like you're in this energy where you are so connected and understanding of source, but it's not just a connection and understanding. It's like it's a deep, it's like a deeper soul level acceptance and trust and unification is the word I'm getting, with spirit, with other dimensions, with high vibrational energies. Like it's like coming out of yourself to set yourself free by being able to detach from the 3D. And that's why it's not fulfilling you anymore, because you've tasted something sweeter than what this world could ever give you. And that's part of the reason why, like, there's people still in the 3D that are like, hey, don't leave me. Where are you going? Come back. I have this fish. You've always liked fish. Where are you going? Come back. It's like they're still trying to tempt you with the same things because they don't have that deeper understanding. They have not experienced the taste of something greater. And I'm getting the word because it's pomegranate, which pomegranates do represent, that's like the fruit of gods and goddesses, right? And the second one is mango, but the first is pomegranate. So it's like this taste of like godlike energy, this taste of source, this taste of divinity, of creation. It's like you may not have like tasted it with your mouth, but your spirit, your soul has tasted the memory of where it comes from. And so it's guiding you to keep going in that direction, which is up, versus staying here in the 3D eating fish. Would you rather eat raw fish or a pomegranate? And that's kind of the message I'm getting here. Now, I did want you to remember that moon, because that moon is the same like crescent size as it is in this Page of Cups here. And like I said, it's another reconfirmation, revalidation. This transformation you're going through, this level up, it's about to end, as in you're about to fully be leveled up and transformed into this next phase of life here. So that is part of the reason why I think with the Queen of Swords, the vision I had were all these towers falling, because there's no way that you can move through this and into the next level carrying and being associated with and doing all the same things you've always done. It's like there's a lot of change, a lot of towers that are falling, but Spirit is like holding you and protecting you and supporting you, and they're like, honey, it's meant to be, trust us, it's meant to be. Where we're about to take you is from raw fish to pomegranate. Let these towers fall, let them fall. But they don't even need to convince you, because the Virgo I'm speaking with now, you're at a complete holistic trusting and like total peace at everything falling apart. And I think people could even be looking at some of you like, how are they not freaking out? How are they not like deteriorating and depressed, and how are they not going crazy? Look at all this stuff that keeps happening to them, and they're like walking around like they're living in rainbows or something. And it's like, yeah, that's because you have that connection to source. You're ready for your level up, and this is like the final stages of like, let's clean out all this energy that don't need to be here no more. It's time to get rid of it, because it's about to occur like that. And it's not going to be like this profound moment, but you'll just realize everything around you just feels good, and you're not like, and this is the message they just gave me, so I know I need to say it for some of you, because I remember when I got stuck in this, and it's a crazy feeling. It is a crazy feeling, but it is a real feeling. Sometimes people don't make it through the level up. A lot of people will have an opportunity to get this high. Like, this is already a very high level up, but to go even higher is profound, right? A lot of people will not make it through this. Reason being, we are so used to toxicity. We are so used to people that betray us, that hurt us, that lie to us. We're so used to healing those kind of people. We're addicted to putting our energy into things that don't do us any good. We're addicted to embracing and entertaining low vibrational energies. And so when you're leveling up like this, and like I was saying, it's not a profound moment where it's like, oh my gosh, something crazy happens and that's how I know I've leveled up. The level up is like a consistent sense of peace and trust and calmness and pureness, where you're no longer having to operate in those low vibrational energies, and you're not entertaining people in those energies either. Everything is very clean. It's very low stress, no anxiety, no fear. And because a lot of us have operated our whole lives in those energies, it's almost like the more those energies leave us, we get like a craving for them. Like, oh my gosh, there's no drama. I'm so used to drama. There's no drama. No one is coming to me and gossiping to me. You know, I'm not having to gossip about these negative situations happening because they're not happening anymore. You know, none of my old toxic exes are trying to hit me up, and like, I don't know, like, you know, I don't feel like this passionate, you know, highs and lows of a relationship anymore. This person must not love me, because there is none of that. It's just so calm and healthy. It's like we start to literally crave the one thing or the multiple things that we were like, I don't want this anymore. And so not everyone makes it through this full level up, because as you feel your energy getting more and more clear and your energy is going higher and higher, those low vibrational energies cannot touch you at a certain point. They can no longer have any access to you. And that's kind of how we started, is like Spirit's already doing that for you while you're transforming, while you're leveling up. They're already putting that protective shield around you. But people still have an opportunity to come in if you open the door, because Spirit's not going to block someone out that you're actively pursuing, that you're actively allowing to come into your energy here. They're creating the security for you, but if you're pushing the security aside to peek out or to let someone in, that's your decision. That's not Spirit. That they did their job. Are you doing yours? And so not everyone makes it through this full level up for that reason alone. And I don't know why that's coming through really strongly. Like, I haven't felt that way in a long time, but all of a sudden I got that feeling of like actually craving toxicity, craving low energy, low vibrational situations and conversations and people, because we often mistake that for like passion and being in touch. And so someone, I feel like, I don't think this is a lot of you, Nope, other way around. What I just heard is like it's a lot of people that don't make it through. It's a very few that actually do, and it's for the reason I'm saying right now. So this could apply to majority of you that this reading's resonating for. Be mindful to not start craving those low vibrational energies and situations and people and thoughts and habits, and self-sabotage the whole process that you've gone through to get this far. Be mindful of what energy you're engaging and interacting with. Just because Spirit is allowing it does not mean it's good for you. You have free will. So Spirit's creating a safe space. If you don't want someone to enter your energy, you and Spirit both agree and know this person is toxic for me, Spirit is creating a shelter to block that person out from you, where for whatever reason they cannot access you, they can't call you, they're being guided away from you. But it's your job to allow that to happen while you're going through this transformation, to not reach out to that person, to not get anxious and fearful when you feel their energy going in a different direction. Those things need to occur so that you can come through this level up. But a lot of people self-sabotage by pushing Spirit's, safety net aside and being like, well, hey, where are you going though? I know you, we shouldn't be together, but like you're leaving, you're not entertaining me, you're not pursuing me. Where are you going? Who are you paying attention to? It's like, don't self-sabotage yourself because you're so used to and comfortable with being in those lower negative energies, okay? But for a lot of you, you will start to feel energetically, you're feeling people leaving, you're feeling you're feeling, you'll see the towers fall well before you feel it. And for a lot of you, when you see them fall, it's like you can accept it. It's okay. I'm good with that tower falling. I'm good. Because I know it needed to fall. But energetically, when it catches up and you feel it leaving you and you feel your own energy being like high vibration, but everything else is leaving, it could freak you out a little bit and make you want to self-sabotage and be like, oh my gosh, it's finally energetically leaving me. Like, this is scary. I don't know if I can handle this. I don't want to do this anymore. I need to back up. Let's slow down. Hold on. I'm not ready. And then we self-sabotage. So just be aware. You will see it and you'll probably be able to accept the towers falling well before you energetically start to feel the cleanse of those things leaving you. And that's the moment, that is the make or break moment if you continue to move forward or if you start to dabble in the past. And we are going through Mercury retrograde right now, so the likelihood of you doing that is a little higher if you're susceptible to that. But that was a needed message for someone, because I have not personally felt that energy in a long time, and all of a sudden I literally just like in the pit of my stomach got a feeling of like craving the toxicity, and then right after was like a fear of like, oh my gosh, that's not with me anymore. So I think a lot of you could be coming up on that or are going through it. Let's clarify Page of Cups as the last card here. Clarify Page of Cups as the last card here. Not going to take them because they only flipped over. But what did flip over, the Emperor, Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Why is the Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups here? This is a beautiful reading, Virgo. Little lengthy again. It was 1:33:33 when I looked at the timer and said that. It's a beautiful reading. Clarified Page of Cups. Why is Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups? Thank you. Page of Cups is the Tower, okay? that is the end. That is the towers that's the final end. 1 and 6 is 7, and 7 is all about your spirituality and transformations, okay? So if you remember, the Page of Cups is like finally having that eclipse moment end where you're on the other side now. You give and you take in a balanced way. You are not disturbing and disrupting everything else. And for me, it's being clarified by the Tower, because it's almost like, with it being at the end, it's like that's the final tower for you. So this might be a level or a cycle that you're being challenged to complete and get through by allowing like the grand tower to fall, which is you. You are the very last tower moment. What do I mean by this? The towers that I saw in the beginning were external towers. People, situations, things, opportunities, ideas, projects, everything else around you that's falling apart, that's crumbling to pieces for your highest good, to move you forward. Everything that needs to be dumped off your plate so that you can move freely to get to this end goal here. But the absolute final tower right before, because if you see, it's that sliver of a moon up there. There's barely even a sliver of it left. So the final moment, the final tower that you will have to overcome, that you will be faced with, is the internal tower. Finally releasing and letting go of your internal thoughts, beliefs, perspectives, judgments, everything that you have learned in life that was operated from the ego, from fear, from anxiety, from obsession, from desire, from passion. Everything that you have learned up to this point, that is the final piece of the sliver that needs to be released before you can move into the full like transition of this new level. So maybe you're not like consistent with the things that you need to be doing. It's releasing the inconsistency, releasing the fear of success, releasing your internal blueprint and coding, finally just letting it go. Like everything else has been cleared out for you, but only you can do this last tower moment, which is within yourself. No longer having low vibrational thoughts, habits, creating anything that could bring in low vibrational. So like I was saying with this high priestess here, it's like no longer peeking out of the safety net to figure out where did everyone go. Trust, I'm in this safety net because I don't need anything on the outside of it. If something is meant for me, it would be in here with me. And I trust that, and I'm not going to go seek, I'm not going to go disturb, I'm not going to throw up, because that's the ego talking. You're not getting attention, you're not getting love, this person's not pursuing you, they're not thinking about you, there's no like interruptions and grand happenings going on around you. Where's the drama? Where's the people? No one's paying attention to me. That's your ego. And your ego's like persuading you to come on out of your safety net, to come on out of your high vibration. So the final moment here for you, Virgo, is the tower. How will you transform yourself? Can you, will you transform yourself? Spirit can handle everything else on the outside for you, but you have to tear down your own tower and rebuild a new version of yourself, a new idea, a new perspective of yourself, because now that you're in a new level, you have to be a new person to be in this new level. You cannot be the same person that dealt with all this other shit. You have to tear down, release, and break down, crumble everything that you used to be in order to fully go into this next level and get everything that is meant for you within that level. If you can't do this, you most likely will not make it to that next level. You will keep struggling with low vibration energies. You will keep working on having to manifest things. Let me tell you guys, manifestation is a beautiful thing, but I think the most comforting moment that I've ever faced, where I truly felt like, okay, I'm on the right path, I am definitely connected to spirit, and I've done the healing, I've done the work, I feel good. And mind you, there's always things that we can work on and healings and things like that, but it'll be in a new way. But the moment that I felt so validated in everything that I've ever done, and that I was able to move past who I used to be and where I'm at now, is realizing I haven't even wanted to manifest something in months. Maybe not months, weeks, when I had the realization of this. I think it had been weeks. There was I was watching either a tarot reading or a video popped up or something like that, where they were telling you how to manifest. I got really into herbs, and they were telling, I'd look up an herb and they'd be like, oh, this is the perfect herb for manifesting things, and this is how you do it. And I would always click off of that stuff because I just had no interest in it. And it took me a few weeks of this, but it might have been a couple months, but it was it hit me. I don't even want to manifest. And what I mean by that is I trusted in where I was and what I had so much that it's exactly what I needed and where I was, that I didn't need to ask for anything I didn't have. I had a deep gratitude and understanding that Spirit will always bring to me what I'm ready for. Spirit will always take me into the right direction, so I may meet that person, or I may sign a new lease, or buy another house, or find a new job. I felt so consciously aware that I don't need to ask for anything, because Spirit will always provide for me. Spirit will always give me everything that I need. So there's no reason for me to put energy and work and intention into bringing something in that I don't have, to creating something I don't need. And that was the moment when I realized that that's how I felt, and that's why I had not even been entertaining anything to do with manifesting. That was the moment that I knew, okay, I am connected. I am tapped in. I am on the right path, because I don't feel the need to manifest ever. By no means am I rich or have everything. My life is not perfect. There are plenty of things that I could think about, that'd be nice to have, that'd be cool to be, I would love this, but it's I have this newfound trust in the timeline, divine timing, divine occurrence, understanding Spirit will know what's best for me more than I do, because they have a higher knowing, a higher foresight. They can see further than I can. It's I just accept and I flow. And the less I manifest and the more that I focus on being connected and flowing and conscious and present and aware, that's when I found I actually manifest very quickly, in a way of if I think about someone, I'm oh, it'd be nice to speak to that person. The next day, they're texting me, they're calling me, and it's I wasn't even trying to manifest that. It was just a thought. So now I have to work on being much more aware of my thoughts, because I can manifest at the speed of lightning, even though I don't want to manifest. I don't try to manifest. I just trust. I trust that I have what I need. I trust I'm going where I need to go. I trust that anything I need will be given to me. Like, I just trust. And from that, like, I can be in any moment of my life and just feel good, feel present, feel abundant, feel grateful for it. And that actually creates, in a weird way, that actually creates the ability to manifest very quickly, very easily. And so I don't ever do any manifestation work. I can just think about something that I want and it happens, usually. But that's why, like, if I start to reminisce on memories of something or, daydream about something, I have to stay very aware of what it is that I actually want for myself. Where do I actually want to take my life? Because you can manifest things that actually are not good for you. So it comes with another level of, like, having to be very aware and conscious of where you're at, what you want, what you're thinking, what you're putting your intention into, where your energy's going, your thoughts, things like that. To close this out, Virgo, so the last thing that I want to do is go ahead and pull an Archangel Light Code. I don't think I've ever pulled one of these in a tarot reading before, but when I started, that was literally before I pulled the first message. That was what I was guided to, and I immediately heard, like, that's your closing message, like that's your oracle card, if that's what you want to call it, to close it out. I usually use my it's Divine Abundance Oracle. Oh, and I love those cards, but usually I'll use those. But this is where I was guided to this ad hoc reading, so let's do it and see what comes out. These are beautiful cards. It's like a small, it's a person that actually makes these, and I think when I bought these, there was like this beautiful gift that actually came with it, and I actually have. Was this from her? Annie, yeah. So this was actually, I just want to show you guys, because I always keep this and I always look at it. Let me see if I can put something in the back. It's beautiful, but she handmade a personal, like, Archangel code for me, like a light code for me, and then she also sent me this picture, which I just always find so inspiring. But it's like this divine feminine in the stars, just freely and trusting each step that, like, the universe has got her. So I don't know, I just love that. I love that image. And then the card that she gave me, I keep it out in my other room, so I won't go grab it, but it's like she'll make you your own. It's a watercolor too, but your own personal light code. But these cards are beautiful. I got so much energy off of them when I seen them online, and I was looking at the pictures, and I connected so well. So again, these are Archangel Light Codes. It looks like this, Archangel Light Codes by Leanne Colquette. She's from Australia, so they take a little while to ship and get received, but they're worth it. Very much worth it. Even just, like, using this deck, I can feel like it I don't know, the energies that this deck gives me is absolutely amazing. It's very high vibrational, like pure, protective, love, like energies, like all of my heart and everything. Even just shuffling them, like, oh, it feels so good. Thank you. What's the light code we have for Virgo? How do we want to close this out for Virgo? How do we want to close this out for Virgo? I'm sorry, guys. This is inching on 2 hours, and I didn't know that it would go that long again. The last video went 2 hours too, so. How do we want to end this for Virgos? How do we want to end this for Virgos? What's our message for Virgos? What's our last message for Virgos? What's the light code for Virgos? Thank you. Okay, dun 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 dun. We have angelic light body. If you guys want to just look at that. The illustrations on these cards are absolutely beautiful. Hold it up here a while so you guys can all really get a good look at it. Even for me, like, the more that I look at it, the more that I can, like, feel those energies. It's beautiful. Oh, how funny. It's the same card that she uses on the front cover here and on the box. Look at that. How funny is that? Okay, so let me go ahead and look this up and read it for you guys. Yeah, I definitely like this card. I like this card already. Where are we at? I think it's going to be further in the back here. And then this guidebook, pretty cool. It comes with like a bunch of blank pages too, so you can write down like your own feelings and energies from each card or memory. Like, it has a blank page next to each one here too, so it's like your own perception of that card. Ah, come on, I just saw it. No! Okay, here we go. Okay, light body. Nope, not that one. Sorry, guys. Where are we at? Where's that? Is that? Is that the same one? I mean, it looks exactly like that card. I think it's just named something different in here. So this says light body activation, but it says angelic light body, which I guess that's the same thing. So light body activation, so this card, the first level is acknowledgement of quickening, to know the essence of self, connected by the thread of life to our golden center. Being in this space requires awareness to the subtleties of source, the acknowledgement that we are a source spark. Being in this space brings about a knowing of being in the right place at the right time. Acknowledgement that we must also do our part in a knowing of our greatest potential. Self-responsibility and self-acknowledgement. It also comes with an ability to see the synchronicity showing us the way forward. Golden thread, DNA spiral with coding throughout, unique to each individual. I absolutely think that this is a more than relevant card to come out and close the reading, because it really encapsulates everything that we've been through, and I think that is the level up, is activating your light body. It could absolutely be just that. If you don't know too much about light bodies and activations or even light codes, I highly suggest that you go look them up and look into them, and it may or may not be for you. That's up for you to decide, but it's good to at least understand and know about it and understand what it is. But this definitely feels like it could absolutely be like the activation process, the transformation to align with your light body, and the light body being the highest vibrational version of yourself while still here in 3D, really reconnecting with your highest self in a new way, where you are radiating high vibrational energy, where you do become untouchable. All these other low negative energies, things like that, can no longer come near you or even around you, but you're also able to heal people around you. And that comes back to that gravity around yourself. Like when you get to that level of high vibration and you're able to activate that internal light within yourself, which we all have it, there is a gravity essentially around you, where like anything that comes within that gravity feels healing, they feel love. And so that's why you have to be so cognizant, aware, sensitive to the right messages that come your way, letting you know when it's time to release someone, when it's time to move away from a situation, because people will become addicted to your healing energy because they know that they feel it. They may not know what it is, but they feel it, and it feels good. It feels nice. It feels peaceful, and they just want to hold on to it. And if mismanaged, it can create like some downward spirals for other people. But Virgo, that was the messages that I had for you. If you're still here, thank you for hanging out for the whole 2 hours and listening to me. I hope you got something beautiful from these messages. I know just giving this reading, I felt so much good and positive energy, and it's so beautiful. So I hope something good came of it for you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've come with me this far. Have a good night or a good day.